Welcome on back to Daily Persuasion. I am Joshua Lisec, the New York Times bestselling author, co-author, ghostwriter of 97 nonfiction books, and a certified hypnotist. Through this unique experience set, I curate the news and current events to teach you how to better influence the VIPs in your life and in your career. There's a lot that's going on right now in the world, and what I want to talk to you today is about vibes. This used to be in the millennial generation, my generation, we used to call this the zeitgeist or the zeitgeist. But you'll often hear young folks talk about, young folks in your life, a lot of you I know are Gen X. So you're early 60s through late 40s. So this might be your kids, it might be nieces and nephews, this might be kids that you're responsible for, maybe even your own kids, of course. Possibly even grandkids, who knows? I have some honorary boomers who listen in as well. Vibes, it's a couple of things. The first of which is, what is everyone talking about right now? What's important right now based on what everyone is feeling? And a good example of this, of course, is, I believe it was March 15th or March 16th, 2020. I went to the local Kroger here in Ohio, and merely a couple of hours earlier, Governor Mike DeWine announced that he was effectively shutting the state down. He governed a lot like a liberal under Dr. Amy Acton, who is infamously running for governor, likely going to be running against Vivek Ramaswamy. So we're going to do what we can to support Vivek against Dr. Amy Lockdown for the 2025 Ohio governor race. So I bring this up because it was in that Kroger, there were vibes. Of course, music was playing, but it was dead silent. Imagine, if you will, the lines of Christmas Eve or Thanksgiving Eve or New Year's Eve at your local grocery store. The hustle, the bustle, the shopping cart sizes. Now take New Year's, Christmas, and Thanksgiving, those 3 shopping trips, and put all of those crowds into the store there in March 2020. The lines after the lockdowns are going to take effect the following day. The lines at Kroger were to the very back of the entire store. All of them. I remember taking pictures. Notably, the bottled water and toilet paper aisles, sections, were completely empty. Those infamous photos of Costco, people packing as much toilet paper as they could and bottled water, that was real. It was real like that everywhere. Those were vibes. It was dead silent. Not a single person was making a sound. And everyone was either glued to their phone while in line or looking around with a look of something like anxiety tinged with terror. Dilated pupils. Many people clearing their throats, swallowing hard, eyes darting about. We didn't know what was going to happen. And those were the vibes of Kroger. That was the vibe of March 2020. Now, we just found out, of course, that it was in the Heartland, in Wyoming, Iowa, Idaho. I think we saw Kentucky and Missouri as well, that people were getting sick with COVID-19 in November 2019. Antibodies were found all over the United States from blood that was donated during that time. We just found out a couple of days ago. Now, this will not be a surprise to you because, of course, we have recently heard that, you would know this as well. I'm sure you had people who got very, very sick. Worst sick they ever got in November 2019. And you probably had some elderly friends or family members or loved ones or people that you knew who passed away tragically in November 2019 or even October 2019. Well, now you know why. Now you know why foreign exchange students from China and visiting workers from China all seemingly disappeared across the United States in October, November, even September 2019. And as the China tariff trade deal shenanigans are back in the news, a number of us are wondering, Donald Trump had China on the ropes in 2019 going into his election. Shoot. You're feeling right now? Those are vibes. Kroger, March 2020, vibes. It is what is going on in the world at large that everyone is thinking about all simultaneously and is emoting, not even just thinking, but emoting based on. It's a feeling. It becomes a social truth. That's what vibes are. You can decide what vibes are, by the way. Jack Posobiec and Mike Cernovich, 2015, early 2015, they decided what the vibes would be of the Donald Trump candidacy. Those two men, they decided that it was going to be fun, it was going to be rebellious, it was going to be a new kind of Republican. Working class, blue collar America, veterans, bikers, homemakers, homeschoolers. That was going to be this coalition of people who wanted to make the country great again for people like them who had been completely forgotten by almost all previous Republican and Democrat administrations, going back just about until John F. Kennedy, and before him, President Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt, that is. Those were vibes. If you are familiar with any anti-Elon Musk or anti-Donald Trump protest, those also are vibes. When you go there, the social truth is we are literally living in a totalitarian dictatorship, and Elon Musk is cooing the country, and he's trying to take all your Social Security, and he stole your Social Security number, and he's gonna whatever, right? These are the social truth. So the vibes that are there are something like horror and rage, like how dare they do this to us? And those stereotypical, let's say, GIF reactions of feminists, angry feminists, like patriarchy, or making those various faces that you've seen before in the famous GIFs from the angry feminists, those are real. Those are real vibes. And it's emoting. It is expressing of reality via emotion and receiving in reality also via emotion. And so what's happening is you're socially constructing a reality, and that result is vibes. And of course, we can give off vibes individually. I'll give you an example of this. And this is where it becomes practical for you. The nonverbal behavior you can give off. Nonverbal persuasion, vibes. I see someone outside wearing a mask. With that irony and not as a joke. They're 5 years too late. Of course, it was by March 2025 we figured out, yeah, maybe this stuff isn't working like everyone thought it would. Anyway, going back to nonverbal behavior, notice the emoting I appear to be doing, and therefore how you want to emote based on this. So if I'm like this, and you see me at a local coffee shop, or you join a call, and I'm like this, what does it look like I'm going to do to you? Now watch this. If I'm talking to you, watch these vibes. If I'm talking to you like this, and I have a low, calm, monotone voice, and then I go like this, it freaks you out a little bit, doesn't it? It looks very unnatural. It puts off those vibes. So think about what vibes you're giving off and decide, I'm going to be calm, chill, and cool, and relaxed. Okay, I'm now relaxed. I'm using some gestures. I'm saying I'm opening up verses like, huh, huh, huh. Just open hands. And also, vibes can sometimes be misconstrued. Remember when Elon Musk did the heart salute thing, and he had the hand going like this, but it was up over his shoulder, right? People are going to crop this and share it on Reddit, so I'm going to be careful what I do here. But instead of hand like this, which is like a command and control and fascist salute and Roman salute and whatever, which is obviously not what he was doing, what if instead you did a salute with your palm turned up? What does that look like? It looks a little bit more elegant. And also going like this, it looks like I'm focusing not on me and my power, my authority, but on you. Vibe persuasion. Use it